I don't care if the legal definition of consent is going to keep me single. It's going to keep me safe also. Mm. Greetings and salutations. This is your girl, Outspoken Diva, and let's have a talk about it, shall we? Um, got a hot button issue that need to be talked about that I've seen going around, mostly on the TikTok streets, but it has hit YouTube. So yeah, let's talk about it. There's this guy, the voice note dude. I saw it go across my timeline starting Thursday. Um, so there's this guy, this lady posted a voice note from a guy that she had just went on her first date with. They had a good time, according to the guy's voice note. And she planned the second date. The second date was he come to her house, they cuddle, they have some wine, and they watch TV. Okay, that's what she. Well, he was proposing and saying that um, if he comes to her house on the second date, um, he's gonna want two birds and bees with her, so he can know that they are sexually compatible, and that's the only way he's coming over there. If she doesn't agree to it, then yeah, they can call it a day. You know, he's like, yeah, I know you said you're not really interested in all of that right now, but yeah, that's the only way he's going to coming to the second date with her. Yeah, they can have all the wine and all that kind of stuff, but he's gonna want a birds and beads. And yeah, then he called himself leaving it in her court. You know, the ball in her court. So yeah, and clearly since we know about this voice note, we're just gonna probably it's gonna be safe to assume. I don't really like to assume because you know that makes a donkey out of you, not me. And but it's safe to assume that since we know about this voice note, she probably said no to what he was granting. I mean, wanting to be granted. So yeah, that's a summary of that. Uh, if you want to hear the note, I'm gonna leave a link from TikTok and from YouTube so you can hear this better. Then you can come back and hear me my opinion about it. If not, you can still listen to it later if you want to. And then y'all know me. So yeah, what's the problem? A lot of people are walking around. Some people have, there's two sides. There's the well. I don't see what's the problem. He was asking for consent, and he was telling his intentions and stuff. People are just overthinking this, and she just wanted to be butthurt and all this kind of stuff. And then there's the other side that says, no, that was awkward and that was weird, and that was not consent, and it was an ultimatum, and he had no right. And yeah, I'm glad she said no. I'm on the side of the second group. Yeah, number one, how do you first of all, she set the boundary. She told you what this date was going to be. She set the boundary. This date was going to be, you come over to my house, we cuddle, we had a good time, we cuddle, we watch TV. That was the boundary. That was what she said. Then you make an ultimatum on the date that she planned. No, if I come over there, then I'm gonna want two birds and bees with you. And unless I can birds and bees, I don't want to come over. How do you give an ultimatum for something that you didn't plan? Hmm? Quickly now. Yeah, she set the boundary. He gave an ultimatum. I don't understand the ultimatum again. Mm-mm. This is just we still on the getting to know you. Y'all are not this is not even a situational ship romantic rapport. This is not a committed relationship. This is no, we still in the talking stage. We're still getting to know you. So we don't have to compromise on anything. You just gave an ultimatum on, and especially seeing that by his own words, he said that you've already said you're not interested in doing that kind of thing, and yet you still are going to discuss and change the parameters of what she said that the date was going to be. Hmm. Okay. Also, this tells me that as there's always, I'm learning that I have just learned this also within the past month or two. Uh, People don't understand the legal definition of consent. And shout out to Donetto on TikTok. This is her face right here. She teaches people about the FRIES acronym. Um, right here. Yeah, right here. That's the FRIES acronym for people to understand the legal definition of consent. Because if you don't have all of these parameters met, you don't have consent. And the only one that he had consent, meaning that he had um, uh, only one that he had met was the I. But again, I don't even understand why he was his intentions and information. Me informing his intentions that I don't even know why, because it wasn't his day to plan. But okay, when you come over, I'm gonna want. Okay, yeah, you go. But he doesn't have S. He doesn't have E. He doesn't have E because she said she really wasn't interested in doing anything like that right now. So he doesn't have an enthusiastic yes. She does. She's not enthusiastic about it, and he doesn't have S because just like uh, if you were French kissing someone, you don't have the permission at that moment to put your hand down someone's pants. Just like he doesn't have the permission to come over there and think that he's gonna they're gonna have birds and bees, be in the birds and bees position. She said, "Come over, cuddle, and drink wine, watch TV, not have birds and bees." So yeah, one act doesn't mean that you're gonna get all acts. Get other acts. Those three don't say that. Okay, she set the parameters. You need to stay in the parameters that she got. So yeah, and of course he doesn't have free to give and reversible and reversible. Clearly, because she we know about the video. I mean, we know about this voice note. So apparently she said no. It's safe to say that she said no, and of course it wasn't reversible because she didn't have to. And she told you no, and she told you no the first time. I'm not interested in doing anything like that by his own, his own words. So I really don't understand the argument on what people are not seeing, but okay. But I'm gonna help you all see something. I'm gonna use another example for those of you who want to argue, especially the men who don't see it this way. I mean, see it the way that he was being um, an ultimatum, and he did not really understand consent. Um, let's say that you planned a date to go to the movies, and you just want to go to a standard theater such as um, AMC or Cinemark. And then say your date calls and says that you know, yeah, the movie is great, but I don't really do standard theaters. Let's go to one of those luxuries places like Sinopolis. And unless we're going there, unless you're gonna meet me there, there's no use in me showing up. Unless we're going there. See how different, yeah, you see how cringy that is, see how wrong that is. You plan the date and then they want to change the parameters of the date. Yeah, no. Whew, we got to do better, people. We have to do better. Okay, all right. That's my opinion about voice note guy. Leave your opinions and questions or thoughts. We are not going to be hateful. We're going to be, everybody knows any hate or unsolicited grossness in the comments. I'm just going to delete it. So, yeah, no. Okay, we can have a safe discussion if this is a safe space to have discussion in the comments down below on the social media site that you see this on, but you probably, y'all might see this somewhere else. I just won't tell y'all where. When you see it, you'll see it. But or you can always send me an email at the email address that's in the description box. Okay. Again, guys, we got to do better. We got to understand. If not, it's gonna be a lot of us that are unsafe, and there's gonna be a lot of people going to jail, or at least arrested. We're trying to heal the. We're trying to heal us as a people. People. Period. We're trying to heal us. Okay. Of all ages, because don't think that I didn't notice there was some of you older guys, older than me, speaking on this. Okay. All right. Other than that, talking to you in adult terms.